everyone, my name is Pyle Agrawal and I want to welcome you to the Affirmation Addict podcast. Affirmations have changed my life and now it is my mission to help you use them to change yours by using affirmations every day to manifest things your way. My goal is to make affirmations attainable and accessible to every single person, including you, because you have the ability to take control and create your reality. So come with me on my journey and let's see what we can manifest together. Hi everybody, this is Pyle from Affirmation Addict, and on today's video/podcast, I am so excited because this has been such a requested topic, and I think it's an amazing tool to help you in your manifestation practice, and that is vision boards. And for those of you who don't know what a vision board is, today I'm going to first tell you what a vision board is, and then I'm going to kind of tell you what I did to make my first, most impactful vision board, and I kind of learned what the do's and don'ts are of vision boards. And so I think it'll be really fun because I'll get to show you my personal vision board, and you'll see it has a lot of things that I've manifested in the past. So I can kind of walk you through different techniques I did to get to those manifestations. And I know the vision board was a huge part of it, and I'll tell you why. But to start off, the vision board is an amazing, amazing tool. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it is essentially some sort of visual representation of what you are trying to manifest. And so, for example, if you're trying to manifest a car, say I'm trying to manifest a Corvette, you would essentially print out a picture of a Corvette and put it somewhere that you can see it frequently. And that can be interpreted in so many different ways. People can put it as their phone wallpaper. You can print it out, put a picture by your bed. You can put it, I know some people who put it like on the ceiling of their bed. So as soon as they wake up and open their eyes and they're looking up, like that's the first thing they see. And right before they fall asleep, that's the first thing they do. So it really just depends on how visual you are and what kind of works for you, like what really is aligned with you on how you want to put your vision board, where you want to put it. And I think it'll be a really fun process for you to create your own vision board. And what I'm going to do is take you through my own vision board process in a separate video because as some of you guys know, I recently quit my job and am pursuing Affirmation Addict full time. And so I think that's a big new chapter in my life, and I think my goals have really changed, my priorities have changed, and my mission has changed. So I really want to make a new vision board, and I thought it would be really fun to show you guys my process of creating a vision board. And it's so fun because it's basically you tap into your desires with no limits. And that's the best part. Like you are like a kid fantasizing or you're daydreaming. And that's the best part about vision boards is like your dreams are limitless. Like you have no limits on your vision board. If you have like a certain house you want, print out a picture. If you know the house color, do that. Like vision boards are supposed to be specific, they're supposed to be fun, and they're supposed to be really in alignment with what you truly want. You can't just put, say you don't want a new house and you have zero desire to have a new house, don't put a house on there. And say you have no desire to get a new job. Maybe your passion is to start your own business. Don't put like the name of another company on there if you really don't have a true desire to work for another company. And that's kind of why I think it'll be really fun for me to show you guys in a separate video what I do, like the ritual kind of that I do to create my vision board, because I like making it fun. I think it's a really fun thing. I like lighting candles. I like playing some good music. Maybe some incense or some essential oil or sage, whatever I have. And I think it's a really fun way because you're tapping into your inner, like your true inner desires, and it's almost like you're a kid with like complete freedom to think of whatever you want. And I feel like as adults, we're not really encouraged to just sit down for 10 minutes or an hour and just dream about all the possibilities. Like, when was the last time you sat down and were able to just dream and really see yourself doing your dream life? Like, how often do we actually do that? And so that's why I think vision boards are such an important tool in the manifestation process. And the reason that they work is your subconscious mind is very visual and symbolic. And that's why vision boards work, because the more you see it, your subconscious mind will see that. It'll remember kind of that that's a desire of yours, and it'll basically just align with the vibration of things on that vision board. And so it sounds so simple. It sounds kind of fantasy-like and a little childish in a way. I know I keep saying childish, but I think that goes back to my belief that children are like the epitome of how we should be in the world. This is kind of a tangent, but basically because they don't have a fear that they can't do anything. They believe that they're invincible, and that's something that all of us should feel and all of us should truly believe, because if you have full faith in yourself and if you have full faith in the process, you're untouchable. And that's kind of what vision boards symbolize for me, is the possibilities are endless. And that's why I'm so excited to share it with you. And so what I'm going to do is take you through one of my first vision boards that I made. I think it was college. Well, actually, I know it was college, but I think it was freshman year of college that I made this vision board. And it was kind of out of the whim. I was still trying to figure out where I wanted to go after college, what my career would be, what my job would be after college. And I am such a planner. And so a lot of this is focused on self-growth as well as career and like different kind of jobs that I would be doing, and you'll see that as I walk you guys through it. So it's really interesting now looking back on it, like 4 or 5 years ago, what was going through my head and now what's going through my head. And so before I get started, I'm just going to reset up and give you guys a different view of my vision board. Okay, so I got my vision board and I'm so excited to show it to you, but the more you get to know me, you will know that I'm a very kind of segmented thinker. So I like thinking about things in different categories. I can't just have a vision, everything is out there. I'm very like, okay, this is my career, this is my family, this is my free time. That's how I think. And that's really how I organize my vision board. And so the first like really powerful vision board I made is actually in here, and it's basically like a little envelope. I think we had one of these laying around the house. It was from Michael's or some craft store, and you basically open it and it just holds my vision board, and this is my vision board. But the cool thing is it's basically like an accordion. And so for my little organized self, this is heaven, because I can panel everything into how I want it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through it, and for my YouTubers, I will have like a picture of each panel that I'm talking about on the side so you guys can see it, and you'll be able to see kind of what I did, what thoughts I put into it, and I'll talk about some of the do's and don'ts about vision boards as well. So the first thing, my first panel, so the second I open up that envelope, this is what I see. I don't even know if you guys can see that. I hope you can. This is what I see. But basically it says things like, I am brave, I'm fearless, I'm influential. And what's crazy to me is thinking about where I am now and how my purpose is to be kind of a spokesperson for affirmations and to spread that awareness and influence and encourage people to practice affirmations for their own benefit. I had no idea that that's what I would never even think that. Like, I was actually that person who was like, oh, like YouTubers and bloggers, like they're kind of just whatever. Like, I knew about it and I thought it was cool, but I was like, that's never going to be up my alley. And that's crazy to me because that's exactly what I'm doing now. And my vision board is saying all of those things. Like, it's basically saying me being an influential person. I'm brave, I'm fearless, and I'm taking that first step and I'm being that trendsetter. And that sounds so egotistic looking back at it, but it's really crazy how it's kind of manifested into who I am today, in my opinion. Someone who like really wants to put herself out there to help other people, not to make myself look better at all, but to help other people. And so it was crazy to me when I was reading these kind of first affirmations on this first panel. And it's important to put, in my opinion, some key words on your vision board, just because your brain and your subconscious can symbolize the feelings that you'll get once you manifest what you're looking for. So if you put like just a house, like just a picture of your house, it's not going to be as effective if you have like a house and then put like free or like financially free, because that's kind of what that house symbolizes. And once you get that house, that's what you're going to feel. And you guys know this, and the more and more we talk about manifestation, a big part of it is how you feel internally. That's kind of what's controlling what's coming your way. So you really need to embody that emotion. And that's why putting words on it, to me, is really, really helpful. And I'm a very visual person, but I also love quotes. And that's why I loved putting words on there that really resonated with who I am and how I really want to be seen in the world. Okay, so this next patch is more quotes and words, but these are more words about gratitude and not being stressed out and not having limits and having balance, because my biggest goal in life, both my parents, they work for themselves, and it seems like they have the most unreal work-life balance. Like, they can go to India whenever they want, they work when they want, they work a lot, they work often, but they make their own schedules. And to me, in a corporate job, and this was, mind you, this was freshman year of college when I made this, I knew I needed a super strong work-life balance, especially being raised by two people who had their own businesses and made their own schedules. And so this page is all about work-life balance, not being limitless. And I know, I even wrote under this, I don't want to take it out, but I wrote under it, basically working for myself. And I didn't know how I was going to get there in college, so I kind of put it in the back end, but just to write it down for the universe. And that's what I'm doing now. That's really what my journey is all about now, is working for myself. But because I knew I would not be doing that right after college, the second I graduated, I knew I would need a job. I knew where I wanted to be, and that was San Francisco. And so this whole panel is all about living in San Francisco, if you guys can see that. And what's crazy is that, okay, so there's a couple of crazy things. So this picture right here has like a 3-paneled window, and my room in San Francisco has this exact same type of 3-panel window, like my bed. It's right next to that 3-panel window. And then this is Dolores Park. And I had no idea what area Dolores Park was in. And the crazy thing is I could see Dolores Park from my bedroom window. And we would go up here and I would see this exact view every day if I wanted to. And I didn't even realize that. My brother pointed that out to me, and that was crazy to me, that my San Francisco dream had manifested that clearly. And that wasn't even my intention. And that's why it's kind of important to be careful what you wish for, because sometimes you'll realize what's on your vision board comes true exactly, and you don't even know you wanted it. Okay, my next one is more about working and kind of my dream job. And my dream job in college was always to be a management consultant, and that's the dream job I got out of college. And what's crazy to me is that this bottom picture is actually a picture, I printed it out. I went to KPMG's website, which is the company I used to work for. I went to their website and looked for the coolest office I found, and I printed out this picture because it was a very trendy setting and I loved it. And I have different things about work until you no longer have to introduce yourself, success, coworkers, graduating with a 4.0, because I knew if I wanted to be a management consultant, I would need a good GPA because it is a really competitive job. And the crazy thing is I got it, and this is a picture of my office and my client site. So I thought that was incredible because I had zero intention that this was actually going to be my job. I didn't even realize it, and I got it. And so it was like I didn't even prepare for the job or anything. I literally did an intern at KPMG. I interviewed and I got the job, which I'm so grateful for because I learned so much at that job. But it really goes to show that all the preparation that is really encouraged and everything that's encouraged, if you're meant to go somewhere and you really want it, you'll get there one way or the other. And the crazy thing is this job lasted me a year, and now I'm on to this part of my vision board, which is working for myself and really pursuing my passion. this panel is something I'm so excited about because it's coming true right now, and I've always been so passionate about helping women in India and handmade products because India has the best products and my family goes there all the time, and I grew up always wanting to volunteer, getting different products from India, exposing my friends here. I always rep different Indian products. Like I wear lots of jewelry, which is a very Indian thing. I love anklets. I love just Indian bags and Indian prints. Like my robe that I'm always wearing, that's from India. So it's something I'm very passionate about and something that feels very home-like to me. And I always wanted to have something handmade with love. And as you guys know, I have journals that I found that are handmade journals that I'm going to be selling soon to you guys. They're in production right now, so there are women in India currently making those journals, so I can sell them to you guys. But that to me was the craziest thing because I had no idea. I was like, what am I going to do that's handmade? Like, I don't know, and this opportunity just came to me, and this picture is actually from the website, like from the organization that that I am getting the journals from, and that's insane to me because I absolutely did not even research about the organization or anything when I got this picture 4 years ago, and now I'm working with that same exact organization and I'm using them to kind of start generating profits and selling you guys some beautiful handmade journals, and that to me was something I was so excited about because it was a big priority for me. And so these next ones are all about fitness because I really wanted to stay in touch with my physical fitness. That's something I'm really passionate about. And so just sweating, different body images. I really like yoga, and I am not the most flexible person, so I have a lot of very flexible, difficult poses, and the iconic forward fold. I want to be able to touch my feet without like a super bent back. And so my also ultimate dream is to have a yoga studio of some sort, and that has not manifested yet, but it's still on my vision board. And so that is kind of what these two panels are about. And then this one is all about just painting and artisticness. And what's crazy in this one is this painting, I fell in love with it because I love Buddha and I paint. I painted something really similar to this without really noticing, and it's a very similar like Buddha painting that looks just like this, and it's hanging up in my room back in Arizona. And I thought that was amazing because I love like artsiness, I love paint and creativity, and something that's very close to me is just always fueling and using your creativity to really just push yourself because we don't use our creativity. And even for me at my work, like I never felt like I was using my creativity, and like I wanted to do colorful things, I wanted to do visual, and like it never was like expressing myself through my creativity. And so I always wanted to express myself through creativity, like dancing, painting, anything that really connects with me. And then these last two on the back are more quotes. As you can see, I love quotes, but these are all really affirmations. So this says, I am enlightened, and this is my favorite, which is what you think you become, what you feel you attract, what you imagine you create. And it says radiate love on here, which is my laptop password, and more about passwords in a separate video/podcast episode. But it's really crazy because all of these different sayings are so close to my heart in some way or the other, whether it's really what I'm doing or whether it's something I personally believe in myself to be. And that's actually why I think vision boards are so beautiful, because your subconscious mind, like 4 years ago, already knows and has feelings of alignment with different things that you don't even realize you want and need in your life. And that's why I think it's amazing to look back at vision boards. So if you do make a vision board, keep it, because 10 years down the line, you'll see different things manifest. And it's just amazing because you're like, how did I know I wanted that? And that is why I think vision boards are such a powerful tool, and I highly recommend everybody does it. And there's so many ways to do it. You can either do it on your phone, you can print out pictures and stick them up on a wall, or you can go a little crazy like I did if you're fun and crafty and segment it out into different categories and have fun with it. So whatever you're doing, I highly recommend just making a vision board, printing out at least a couple pictures, or saving a couple pictures as your home screen wallpaper, because you have no idea how powerful the power of your subconscious mind is. The more you see it, the more you'll get it. And actually, random story, but something that really impacted me was I had a picture of a mountain and some flowers. Like, I love mountains and I love flowers. This was before I met Tom, and I know this specifically because I set this as my wallpaper in December of 2016. Yeah, December of 2016, and me and my mom and my actually whole family were in like a meditation group, and one of the rules was save as your phone wallpaper 2 places you really, really want to go and you really want to be close to. And so the mountain with the flowers was my wallpaper, and I literally just Googled pretty flowers because I love flowers, and so I Googled that, set it as my wallpaper, and 2 weeks later, I went to Seattle with my best friend, Ivana. Ivana, I love you, by the way, if you're listening. I went with her to Seattle, and we were at Pike's Place Market, and we were at this postcard shop. She was picking up postcards for her friend, and I saw the exact picture. Like, it was amazing, and I'm going to look on my phone to see if I can give you guys a screenshot of the postcard and my phone screen wallpaper, because I was just like, that's amazing. Like, this is here, and I remember that weekend I fell in love with the city, and I was like, I feel so drawn to this place, and I don't know why. And what's crazy is the following weekend I flew to Seattle with my friends, with school friends, and that's the weekend I met Tom. And now I'm here, and we live right next to Mount Rainier, which is the mountain, the picture of that mountain. And it's just amazing how the universe works out. And I literally, whenever I'm driving home, you see the mountain. It's huge. It's like a glorious, beautiful mountain. And I've never been in awe of a mountain like that. Like, I'm from Arizona, so we see mountains all the time. But this is just magnificent. And being able to see that every single day, and with Tom, and just kind of how everything falls into place, is such a beautiful and crazy story. And it's really cool how the universe and the mind works. And so just don't undermine the power of visuals. So if you see something that really inspires you, and you don't know how it's going to happen, you don't know how it's going to get there, but it just inspires you and you love it, print it out, save it as your screensaver, do something, because it'll just hit you like a truck. Like, in a couple of days, or in a couple of weeks, or in a couple of years, you'll just like, it'll like hit you, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, that was on my vision board. And it's the most amazing and surreal moment, because it just builds up your trust in the universe. Because sometimes I know it is tough to trust the universe and trust the whole process, because there's so many elements to it, and it's so beautiful, and there's so many different things that go on with it. But this time, it's like a visual and real life and tangible confirmation that, oh my gosh, this is working in my favor. And so I'm excited for the next episode, because as you guys know, I have quit my job and I am ready to make my vision board. All of last week, actually, I was kind of brainstorming what I really wanted. I really wanted to make this one a good one, because, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm on a whole new vibrational level. And so I'm finally ready. I know what I want. And so what I'm going to do is get some things ready. And then in another video, I'm going to record like my ritual, what I do. And I'm going to actually have it in a couple of different places. I want to put it on my phone screensaver. And I might add to this panel, to this one, because I have some blank spots in the back. So I might add to this, and specifically I created this whole wall to inspire me, and this spot right here, so this is all magnetic, this is all intended for vision board. And so what you guys see right here, this is a vision board, me and Tom. Oh my gosh, okay. This picture right here is what I was talking about. That's Mount Rainier, and that's the picture that was on my phone screen wallpaper, and I completely forgot. It's this picture right here. This is my phone screen wallpaper, and this is like my view home from whenever I pick Tom up at the base, or whenever we're driving home from the gym. This is what I see, and it's breathtaking, and I forgot it was on this vision board. So there you go. Like, so this is our vision board for the next couple of months, year. Basically, we have a couple of new ventures coming up. Me and Tom, he's working on some stuff. I'm obviously working on Affirmation Addict, and this is a sneak peek of what I'm working on. More info to come. But what I want to do with you guys is tomorrow build my vision board with you guys. You guys can watch me put it up here, save it as my screensaver, and I'm super excited to show you guys kind of what I think through to make my vision board for this next chapter of my life. And that's really all I have for you guys. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to DM me, comment below, message me on Facebook. I'm so available for you. Any questions are good questions, obviously. So just let me know what questions you might have about vision boards. And when I'm making my personal vision board, I'll be going through the process and answering some of those big questions I got from other people, because I want to be able to help you guys make the best and most inspiring vision boards for yourself, because it has changed my life completely, and I really want it to change yours. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope that you guys were inspired to start brainstorming about your desires and start making your own vision boards, because it's an amazing process, and I really encourage each and every single one of you to try it. Whether it's the simple screensaver of just a place you want to go, or if you have a bunch of ideas that you want to do and you want to make a collage or something. So the next video I'll show you how I go through the process, and it'll be super easy, super fun, and I'm excited to show you guys. So let me know what else you guys have on your minds. I'll be creating more videos every single week, because my goal is to create a video every week and then 2 podcasts. So this is my podcast for this week, and then I have a new one coming up probably on Thursday for you guys. So stay tuned for just more details, and I'm excited. And all the links to my social media, my website, my blog, the podcast, everything will be below. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I love you guys. Mwah! Bye. That's all I have for you guys, and I just want to say thank you again for spending some time with me. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, head over to my social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or go to my website if you want to subscribe to my email list, which is affirmation-addict.com. I cannot wait to hear from you guys, and I will talk to you guys super soon. Have a good one, you guys. Bye!